Pretty good hockey club you're going to put out against Philadelphia here tonight. I guess expectations are high from the get-go.
It is. I think, for us now the evaluation continues, and it's going to be great. We're going to see some of our young guys paired with some of our veteran players, and it's going to see how the evaluation takes care of itself. But definitely going to be a good hockey game from an evaluation standpoint tonight.
What would you like to see from Nylander?
Well, I think we saw what we did against the prospects in London. Now it's the next progression. It's the next step. And how is he going to do with players that have played regularly in the National Hockey League that are, our veteran guys to have a lot of experience. So it's the next step for Will, and we're excited to see how he does.
Giving him those line mates, is that sort of an indication to him he's going to have a chance, and you're giving, to show his best?
You know what? Again, I think as a coaching staff, our philosophy is that if you're going to have a player like Will, you got to put him around people that think the game the same way as he does, and that's why we're going to give him an opportunity to play with elite players here tonight. And it's an evaluation. We want to see how he does, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense to play him on a fourth line with players of less skill than he has. So it'll be nice to see how he does with that.
When you put him with skilled players like that, do you also get maybe tougher defensive matchups for him and maybe see what he can do against those?
Well, you're exactly right. You're going to see him now against Philadelphia's probably top pair here tonight. So how he's going to be able to compete in the offensive zone, protect the puck, use his strength, use his skating ability. We know how good he is, but now we're going to get to see it against NHL defensemen. So that should be exciting.
How have you assessed him so far through training camp?
Well, he is, as we expected him to be, Mark. I think, when you look at his skating, when you look at his vision, he can play with elite players. We saw how good he was at the Prospects tournament. So, we think he is where he needs to be. Now it's just a matter of the next step.
As a staff, what did you guys like about JVR and Liverpool potentially playing together?
Well, trying to create depth in the lineup. I think that's important. I think last year there were times maybe where we were a little top heavy. So, we feel this year we're a four-line hockey club. We think there's going to be players that are going to be healthy scratched on any given night that should be in the lineup. So there's going to be a lot of competitions for jobs through this camp, and I think when the season starts as well.
Given Steph Robida's situation, seeing Dion's pairing with Polak tonight, maybe a sneak preview of what we might see in a couple of weeks?
Again, I think it's trying to see how Dion does on the left side again, putting him back on his strong side, and like anything else this time of year, trying to find matches, Paul. So I think, we'll play him with different people through the next exhibition games, see how he does with that. But again, it'll be nice to see how he does back on his strong side.
Will you split the goalies tonight?
Yeah, that plan is to split.
Randy always talks about the scratch pads and different line combinations and writing things out on papers. How much goes into setting these lines for preseason?
We've killed a lot of trees so far, guys. We've gone through a lot of paper, and we've used a lot of erasable markers trying to fit all this together, but that's what you want this time of year. If you sat down and just put down 12 or 13 forwards and 6 defense, it is what it is, but we've got a lot of healthy competition for jobs, and that's going to be exciting.
Steve, just
Constantly process everything that happens when you play last night, tonight, tomorrow, Friday, Sunday.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes in. It's late nights, it's early mornings, it's what we do, but again, it's reviewing video and making sure that we're all on the same page with all of our decisions. And I think the nice thing about our staff early, the lines of communication have been great, and that's exciting because everyone's on the same page.
What do you think about the split squad? More teams are doing this now that you're playing 2 games in one night. Do you like it? Is it hard to manage and deal with that?
It's evaluation. We obviously, I could be a little bit selfish with some of the Marley guys when they're going to get a good opportunity here. We were 20 minutes away last year from maybe playing in a Calder Cup championship. So, these guys are going to have a good, healthy opportunity to show well. So it's great that we've got depth in the organization, and with the split squads, it gives us an opportunity to see 40 guys.
Steve, a note on Corbinian's play last night, given what you saw of him last season. No surprise, really.
No, I was proud of him, to be honest with you. I thought he took advantage of a situation. He knows there's healthy competition for our back end, and I thought he attacked the game last night. He didn't sit back. He made a statement, and now it's going to be up to him to continue to do that. But I thought for a first game, he showed very well.
Do you think him and Granberg are sort of 2 guys on the cusp of cracking the big team?
They should be. Yeah, we're believers that this time of year players make those decisions, and they're going to have to separate themselves. But both of those guys played big minutes for us in the American Hockey League last year. Now we're going to see how they can do it through the exhibition series, and it's going to be healthy competition for both those guys.